Hello, hello. This is your host, Vivian Dash, and you are in the Confessional Playground Podcast. I started Confession Time with wholesome stories because I wanted to give a positive vibe to my just born podcast. But roses also has its thorns. I asked a longtime client, what was the most disappointing experience you ever had with a performer? And he told me it came from blurring the lines between online and offline. This is the story of Master Kiss and Tell. Just a little observation, all names, locations, and any recognizable details are changed, so these stories are completely anonymous. Here we go! Confession time! Master Kiss and Tell started talking to camgirls when he was just a virgin college student. It was after a tragic breakup that he used these online encounters to help him grow some confidence. He could show off his beautiful naked body and share the most intimate thoughts that helped develop his sexuality with the goal of perfecting it to his future partners. He said to me, Vivian, I love how exploring new things and having a deeper connection with models played a role in feeling comfortable to be exposed for the first time to the many different kinkies, sexual desires, and impulses that are not as easy to discuss with other people. And I completely understand how having this judgmental free space with an adult content creator takes away a lot of the pressures that would stop someone from exploring new things. It allows people to test what they like, what they don't like, and be ready for when it finally happened in real life. And it was just like that Master Kiss and Tell decided to try something new, something risky. Since his favorite aspect of consoles is the connection created when you share something very intimate with another one, he wondered how it would be if he drove all the way across town to meet someone who's into one of his kinkies. Yeah, that's exactly what you're thinking about. Master Kiss and Tell wanted to turn his online fantasies into something very real in the offline world. He had gone out of his comfort zone before, doing con shows that involved elements from his personal life that he would not share otherwise. And most of these experiences were great. Actually, the only time Master Kiss and Tell was disappointed with a Ken show was when his partner didn't seem to understand or acknowledge the circumstances and treat it like a standard cookie cutter show instead of integrating to their time the things that they have discussed before. What bothered him was the lack of connection. So Master Kiss and Tell had this dream of meeting a performer in real life. He believed that the physical connection would be strong enough to surpass everything. He wasn't a virgin anymore at this point, and he felt ready to go through with this crazy fantasy. It turned him on immensely to imagine how things would turn out. The build-up was very arousing. For months, Master Kiss and Tell played in his analytic mind all the possible outcomes. And when he finally decided to do it, it felt like he had a permanent hard-on. When the day finally arrived, he went to bed thinking about it. He woke up thinking about it. He spent every second of his day imagining, planning, fantasizing. It was a long drive from his college dorm to the model's address. His heart was racing, but he believed it. He was in full control. But what man is really in control when all his blood is dedicated to keep his member hard? I'm not going to go on graphic details on what took place, but let's just say, moving beyond a virtual relationship, quick lost its appeal and finally happened. The whole time was like watching his body going through the motions from the outside. And in some kind of post-nut clarity, as some people call it, finally sunk on him. Master Kiss and Tell told me, Vivian, I realized how risky and dangerous something like that can be. And you know what? I believe the biggest appeal of following naughty content creators and doing video calls and texting is how the lack of physical connection and the anonymity mitigate most of the risks. You are safe inside your own home, showing only what you feel comfortable with. And all it takes are a few minutes of your day to give yourself some love and enjoy some of your naughtiest thoughts. But blurring these lines between online and offline could be risk and put some of us in an emotional crossroads. Maybe that girl didn't look exactly how he expected. Maybe it was because most people require to build some intimacy before going physical. Or maybe it was the fear of getting caught that created some moral conflicts. No matter the exactly reason. Perhaps a mix of them all and some more. But Master Kiss and Tell realized he was good with online only. I just want to add that I don't believe there's anything intrinsically bad with real life encounters with sex workers. I am 100% in favor of the decriminalization of all types of in-person service, and I think this should be talked more often. Decriminalization pushes workers to unsafe conditions, and it affects everyone, including online performers. Right now in Sweden, they are extending these anti-prostitution laws to online adult content creators as well, putting the livelihoods of many at risk. One of them is my friend Morgana Del Rey from the previous story Carrots. She might be forced to abandon a decade-long career doing online domination and be completely unemployed. And similar laws are being discussed in the UK and in the United States of America and many other places. You know, every time I swear I will not talk about politics, but these things keep happening in front of my nose and it's so hard to ignore. Anyway, real life encounters can be awesome experience for those who appreciate that, but it's definitely not for everyone. And I'm not only talking about clients, because most online performers also choose to keep their naughty activities strictly online as well. This offline experience happened a few years ago, and nowadays, Master Kiss and Tell graduated with a master's. Yes, he's an actual master. Has a corporate job and is married to the love of his life. I guess Kent shows really helped him grow the confidence he needed to achieve the life of his dreams. At last, I asked Master Kiss and Tell which app he chose to migrate after Skype, and here is his answer. As far as my decision to use Discord, this primarily revolves around the fact that many people, including myself, incorporate use Teams for all work communications. So it's much easier to separate play and work when I'm in the office or at home. I also know Discord doesn't have a heavy censorship, which is a huge plus. Lastly, many former gamers and college students like myself already have a long history using Discord, so this app is like a second nature to me and was very intuitive once I got to learn it. I also love browser versions of any apps, and the easier it is to access, the more I gravitate towards it. This is because I usually don't want to download an app or get on to my computer if I want to message. So I can search Discord login in a private browser on my phone and quickly message a model, something I think it's very underrated. These are very good points, Master Kiss and Tell. I'm sure all the married followers that want to keep their naughty adventure strict online will appreciate this tip. Are you in a committed relationship too and got caught in a con show? Do you have any experience online that helped you understand your sexuality better? I want to hear your story. send me a message. The email is on the description. And next Friday, I'm going to review the good old Snapchat app and how its excellent privacy features make video calls very dynamic. I will see you soon. Mwah.